Hey guys, Megha here. Welcome back to hashtag Megha Says. As you all know, I am doing videos about book Do You Pick Shit, and in that I told some my personal experiences, some stories, and now I am going to start a new topic which is known as the relationships. We all know that human is a social animal, means we cannot live alone. We have to live with all our colleagues, all our relatives, all our friends, all our family members, all persons to whom we love the most. And when we live in a society, when we live with so many people, at that time relationships are being created. There are some relations which are made by default. We can say that they are default, means my mother, my father, since I born, I have same mother and father. They are default relationships. But as we grow up, we prepare some new relations, and we can choose them. And I think these relations make so much impact on our life, on our personal life as well as on our professional life. They have the power to affect us mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, economically, and I think financially also. That's why for every person relation is the most important part of his life. And today we are starting the same topic as relationships. So firstly, let's read what Ankur says about relationships. Relationships are the place where we thrive. They are also the place where we are challenged the most. As I told, while living in society, we have to maintain our relationships with others. Also, I think relation is the most important thing that gives us challenges. Uh, One of my favorite books, The Courage to Be Disliked, states that all problems are interpersonal relationship problems. Means in our life there are so many problems, and all those problems are interpersonal relationship problems. I'm not disagree, and it all begins with having the right relationship with the most important person. uh, Hope these reflections of mine help you as much as they help me as well. Means Ankur says that we see that there are so many relations, such as my relationship with my mother and father, my relation with my siblings, my relation with my colleagues, my relation with my friends, my relation with my relatives, my relation with my business partners, my relation with some other persons who are my ideals, my relationship with my followers to whom I am the ideal. And do you think that, do you understand that all in these my relationship with the one common point is that me, means I am the most important common point in all these relationships. So I think I am the most important factor, and that's why we have to think seriously about this. So here is our first point. Would you be friends with your own self? When I talk with so many people, and I understand that they are not talking with themselves, they are just talking with others. They are not talking about themselves, they are talking about others. But I think in this world, the person who lives for 24/7 with us is the only we. No other person, neither our mother, father, nor our siblings, nor our friends, relatives, business partners, no one lives with us 24/7, but only we are the one who lives with us 24/7. So I think we have to be firstly friend with ourselves. Would you marry yourself? Is it a joke? No. Would you be your own boss? Yes, I can be my own boss. What version of you would you rather not be? Means what you don't want to be right now or in the future. Why do you still continue being that version? Means maximum people say that I don't want to be what I am now, but still we continue the same version of ourselves. I heard that in current world our mobile also get updated after 15 days, 1 month. Then why we are not updating our version? And I like that line so much. There are some flaws in you that you would never like to see in anyone else. Means I have some drawbacks, and I think that I don't want to see all these drawbacks in another person. Yet you keep living with those flaws. Means I try to convince other person, I try to tell other persons that don't do this, don't follow that, this is wrong or that is not good for yourself, but still we do the same things, and I think it's wrong. If something is unacceptable to you in others, it must be something that must be unacceptable to you in yourself in the first place. Means when try to say something to other person, when I try to recover other person, at that time I must see that am I able to that, am I avoiding that, or am I repeating that thing. The change we want in others is the change we need to begin it. We invite what we allow. And this thing remind me one story of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Let me explain that. One day there were so many ashrams of Mahatma Gandhi, and there so many people came to his ashram to live and to learn moral values from Mahatma Gandhi. At that time, one day a mother came with her child and said to Mahatma Gandhi that, Gandhiji, please tell to my son, he is eating so much jaggery. You know jaggery, in Marathi it is called as a gur. He eat so much jaggery and that is not good for his health. I'm tired of telling him. Can you please tell him that that is harmful for his body, for his future, so that he could stop eating jaggery, so much jaggery. I will give him, but please tell him to eat that in the limit. Gandhiji heard all these things and said to that mother, Mai, please bring your son to me after 8 days, and at that time I will tell him. She was believing on Mahatma Gandhi, so she returned to her home, and after 8 days she came again to Mahatma Gandhi. At that time Mahatma Gandhi talked with that boy and make him realize that eating so much jaggery is not good for his health. It may be harmful for his body, and how it can be bad effect on his body. Mahatma Gandhi told him all the things that how it may badly affect on his body. And at that time the boy said that from now onwards I will eat only limited. I will not eat so much, means I will not do much over much. The mother got confused. She said that, Gandhiji, if you know all those things, then why you not told this thing before 8 days? Why you told me to come after 8 days? I don't understand your this logic. Gandhiji says that I was eating jaggery so much, but when you told that eating so much jaggery is harmful for our body, that time I realized that I am doing mistake. And when I am doing mistake, how am I able to tell him that he is doing wrong when I am doing the same thing? So when you left before 8 days, that time I decided that I take a oath actually that I will not eat so much jaggery, and I will find what are the drawbacks of eating so much jaggery, how it will affect on my body and how it will be harmful my body. Then I will tell him. So in 8 days I have controlled myself. I have told myself that I am not eating so much jaggery, and then I told to your son, because if I am doing any mistake, then I am not capable to telling another person. And I think this is the most important, and for me it is really heart touching, because whenever I have to say something to another person, at that time I firstly check that am I doing that, am I working on it, or am I able to say the same thing to another person. If am I doing that, if am I able, then I can say this thing, and I have the right to say this thing. That's why the first topic is all about that we invite what we allow, means what we allow, that we invite only. So decide what you want and then do what you have. The next term, you can neither choose your parents nor what they end up doing to you psychologically. Be prepared to heal yourself if you have to. The only thing we do not choose is the family we are born to. The only thing that has the maximum impact on us as kids is the family we are born to. This may be good news for some and tragedy for others. Most people choose to live with this tragedy and call it fate. The bold ones choose to change what happened to them by actively healing themselves. What's stopping you from making the bold choice? Healing isn't an option, it is a necessity. As I told you, in our relationships, our default relationship is with our family. I see in current days there are so many families that are supporting to their child to develop, to see bigger dreams, or to achieve bigger dreams, to cross their limits, and they're fully supporting to their children. But still there are some families who are afraid of this. Means they stop to crossing their limits. They hold their children tightly so that they could not cross the limit, or so that they could work in the limitation. But whenever this happens, at that time we have two choices. First one, make or feel like as the tragedy of your life, and just to live with the same thing and call it as your fate, as we all do. And second one is make the bolder decisions and try to change it, because we cannot change our family. Means I can't say that I don't like this family and I want another one. It's not a joke. I think it's the part of our life, most important part of, inseparable part of our life, so we can't change it. But we can change our perspective, we can change our thinking, we can change our point of view, we can change our working style. That will definitely take us to the new destination, that will definitely take us to the in the new world, where there will be all your own decisions, there will be your development, there will be so many good things about you. And I think that is most important. We have to do that. If we don't have a right family, and I never say that we don't have a right family. Actually, it's not their fault, it's what they taught. They have been taught since their parents, and so backward from their family. Means we can say that it has came from their purvaj and all, so we can't blame that. And I think except than blaming, we have to work on ourselves, so that our next generation will not blame us for not changing, or for not accepting new things, or for not making bolder decisions. If we want to make our next generation bolder, we must take bolder decisions, and we must get out of all this without blaming, or without accepting our fate, and just making it tragedy. So decide what you want. Means in all these points, you are the center of all things, so you can move all the things, you can shake all the things, and you can capture all the things. Just believe on yourself. Thank you so much. This was my today's video. Please mention do you like my video or not, or any improvement that I have to do. I will definitely do that, and just wait for my next video. Bye.